Hey, Big Lake Church of God. We just wanted to give you a few updates about what's going on in Big Lake world, but in the world in general for us, and what we've kind of decided to do for plans as far as services and those sorts of things. And rather than just telling you, we decided it might be kind of cool for you to hear kind of what's been going on here, what we're doing, how we've made plans and some of those. So I'm just going to ask Pastor Sam a few questions about how we got here, what plan are we doing as of now. But as you guys know, a lot's been changing very quickly. It's been kind of chaotic, and it is a little crazy. It's a time that we've never been in. So we're asking that you continue to be patient and gracious with us, but we are going to try to do our very best to keep you up to date and knowledge filled as far as what we're doing here at Big Lake and what we're doing to try to protect each other and how we can help each other. So Pastor Sam, can you explain the last couple of weeks what we've been doing here in the office, the talks that we've been having to deal with this coronavirus?
Well, as you know, I've been in a lot of conversations, and things have really sped up in the last 24, 48 hours. Initially, and what we continue to do is keep up with number one, CDC. We call them and check on our health department and what they want us to do and what is advised. Obviously checking on the news, but also we've been in touch with other churches of various sizes to see what they're doing, to see how they're preparing their body, their church body, but also how are they adjusting their services and their events to maintain what the government is requesting of us while being good citizens, but also not just stopping doing ministry. And so we've been in touch with all those churches and the State Department as well as the Indiana Church of God State to see what they want us to do as well.
So do you think we need to be afraid?
I don't think we need to be afraid. I think we should be certainly wise. I mean, there's certainly potential for a lot of disaster even. I mean, the potential is there. But if we just are, again, wise and prudent and do what we need to do as good citizens to keep us from being spread, I think that we'll be okay. And at the end of the day, we all fall back onto the sovereignty of God. And we're going to just depend on Him, rely on Him, and get our confidence and our courage from God.
So the big question is, so what are we going to do for Sunday mornings, Wednesday nights, the events that we have going on here at Big Lake?
So as of today, March 17th, 2020, we will be suspending all church activities except for the daycare. The daycare will continue until we're told we have to shut that down. So that means Sunday services will be canceled, Wednesday night services will be canceled. That means even the Easter week services are currently going to be suspended. We would like to hope and think that things might change for the better in the next couple of weeks, where we could maybe have an Easter service, but as of right now, we're planning on not having Easter service or any of those kinds of services. However, to help maintain community as well as church, if you will, we're going to be having Sunday morning services at 10:30 be online accessible. And so we'll all be able to still have church, but it'll be different. It'll look a lot different.
Can you explain to the people why we decided to do that?
Well, the current recommendations by the government is that we should ban all or cease all gatherings of 10 people plus. And so obviously we would meet that mark, and so to again be good citizens and just be obedient to the government, we are going to try to maintain that status quo. But we want to go online because we want to make sure that we can still gather even though it isn't in person.
Okay. What can people do while we don't have the physical church building to meet at and that interaction?
Well, there's a couple things that we've talked about, as you know, and one of the big ones that we think would help is, you have the people in your life who you are already connected to physically, like your family, your close friends, who, regardless of what happens around you, you're probably going to still have contact with them. And so those people who you're already going to see anyway, we would encourage you to, on Sunday morning at 10:30, meet in a place together, watch the service together, eat together, and then we'll actually attach questions to the services and the YouTube link that you can ask to help create a discussion about that day's sermon. And so I just know that this time period of 8 weeks of potential isolation, we're going to need each other. We're going to need some form of community, And reality is, I'm still going to see my family and my closest friends. So why not meet together on Sunday and have church together?
Okay. Can you tell us, for some of those people who want to help, that are healthy and the virus may not affect as bad as others, how can we help those that might need help?
Yeah, so obviously, if you're in that danger range in terms of age or immunity issues or concerns, I would advise you please stay home and please stay isolated. But to help with that, we want to be able to, and number one, if you fall in that bracket, please let us know as your church. We want to be able to find you, find out what you need and be able to help you. But also, if you are someone who would like to be able to help and want to help, let us know, and we can kind of get you connected with people who need help, whether that's getting groceries for them, whether that's just calling and checking in on those people. We need to somehow create community, even though we can't be there in person. So that may mean calling someone, every couple of days or every day or so, just to check in and see how they're doing. And so again, if you are someone who might need help, please let us know. We're not very good with asking for help here in the Midwest, but this is not a time for that. Let us know who you are. We kind of will be bothering many of you anyway because we know who you are. But if you're someone else who wants to help, again, let us know, and we'll get you connected with someone who you can help.
So if the people need help or want help, how do they contact us? What's the best way?
The church office will be, as of right now, we'll have the church office hours will still be the same unless something changes. But also, we'll link our cell phone numbers, Pastor Mike and mine, below, and you can call us directly or text us, and we'll get you with someone that you can help or get someone to come and help you.
How would you encourage people to pray for themselves, for their family, for our community, for our country, for this world right now?
Well, yesterday, as you know, we met with a church called Grace Gathering, and they prayed through Psalm 91. And they told us that during the Ebola crisis or outbreak, a church had made that challenge to the nation and to the world to every day for 91 days pray through Psalm 91. And they did that. And by the day 91 of the outbreak, the CDC had announced the outbreak was over and it was eradicated. And so this is, to us, is also an image of just God being bigger than this disease. And so we want to encourage you all. We're taking the challenge up. Every day we're going to just pray through Psalm 91 and fall back into the arms, into the peace and the comfort that comes from God.
And guys, as you know, things could change in the future, but we appreciate you being patient. For those who want to help, please reach out. For those who need help, please reach out. This could be a beautiful, beautiful time for us to become the family of God and to love and be there for one another. So let's do that. Let's use this time to connect with our Father. For us who get to slow down and rest a little bit, maybe it's a forced rest. Take the time and spend with God, our Father, and allow Him to speak into who we are and what we should be doing in the future. And this could be a beautiful thing. We just encourage you, if you need help or want help, to contact us and to continue to be patient with us as we're trying to do our best to be faithful to God, but also to be good fellow citizens and listen to those who are our authority right now. So be praying for us, be praying for each other, and contacting one another, and let's just be the church.
Yeah. We've been saying for a long time that the church is not a building, and here's a great opportunity to live that out. So be the church, church. Love you.